Peppa Pig, Grampy Rabbit's Boatyard. It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa, George and Granny Pig are going out with Grandpa Pig on his boat. "Ahoy there, Peppa and George," shouts Grandpa Pig. "I'll move the boat a bit nearer." Oh dear, Grandpa Pig's boat is sinking. "A captain never leaves his sinking ship," says Grandpa Pig. The boat sinks to the bottom of the river. Grandad Dog arrives on his boat.
Hooray!
"I'm taking my boat to the boatyard today,"
he says. "Would you mind taking mine too?" asks Grandpa Pig.
"Of course,"
replies Grandpa Dog.
"Where is your boat?"
"I'm standing on it," says Grandpa Pig sadly. Grandad Dog's truck lifts the boat out of the water.
Wow!
"Next stop, the boatyard,"
says Grandad Dog. "What's a boatyard?" asks Peppa. "A boatyard is where broken boats get mended," says Granny Pig. The truck arrives at Grampy Rabbit's boatyard.
"Ahoy there, me hearties," bellows Grampy Rabbit. "What happened to your boat, Grandpa Pig?"
"Someone drove it into a mooring post," says Grandpa Pig. "Can you mend it?"
"Of course,"
says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit examines the hole in Grandpa Pig's boat.
"I need to find something to patch it up,"
says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit collects scrap metal. He uses it to mend boats.
Wow!
Grampy Rabbit has lots of scrap metal. He has used some of it to build a submarine.
"It fills up with water,"
says Grampy Rabbit.
"So it's very good at going down, but not so good at coming back up."
Grampy Rabbit finds an old washing machine.
"Now this is what I've been looking for,"
he says. "You're going to mend my boat with a bit of old washing machine?" asks Grandpa Pig.
"Yes,"
says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit covers up the hole with the old piece of metal.
"There, good as new,"
he says.
Hooray!
"Hooray!" Everyone cheers.
"Now we test it,"
says Grampy Rabbit. Everyone goes back to the river with Grandpa Pig's boat.
"It floats,"
says Grampy Rabbit.
"Usually they sink on the first go."
"Now we can go for our day on the river," says Peppa. Grampy Rabbit plays his banjo and everyone sings as the boat bobs up and down. The end. Grandpa Pig's boat. Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George out for a day on the river. "I'm the captain of this boat," says Grandpa Pig. Granny Pig, Peppa and George all salute Grandpa Pig. "Aye, aye, Captain," they cry. "When I tell you to do something, you must do it," says Grandpa Pig. "Unless it's something silly," Granny Pig tells Peppa and George. Grandpa Pig frowns. "The captain never says anything silly." "Of course not, Captain," says Granny Pig, saluting. Everyone does what Grandpa Pig says.
Wow!
He asks George to raise the flag and Granny Pig to take the wheel. Then Grandpa Pig tells Peppa to ring the bell. Off they go. The boat speeds through the water. Granny Pig thinks they should go a bit slower. Good idea, Granny Pig, says Grandpa Pig. I don't want to use up all my petrol. Peppa spots another boat. It's Grandad Dog. He's taking Danny Dog out for a day on the river. Grandad Dog is Grandpa Pig's very best friend. Oh, I'm surprised your boat is still afloat, Grandad Dog. It must be almost as old as you are, says Grandpa Pig.
Oh, this old boat can go faster than your rusty bucket any day,
replies Grandad Dog. Grandpa Pig is not happy. He calls Grandad Dog a sea dog. Grandad Dog calls Grandpa Pig a water hog. You are both acting like little children, cries Granny Pig. Peppa and George think this is funny. Grandpa Pig won't say sorry. Grandad Dog won't say sorry. They decide to race instead. Grandad Dog zooms off.
Catch me if you can, water hog,
says Grandad Dog. Grandpa Pig is not happy.
Sea dog,
shouts Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig overtakes Grandad Dog and leaves him far behind. Can't catch me, ha 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 ha, says Grandpa Pig. I win. Oh no, my boat has run out of petrol, cries Grandpa Pig. Maybe I did go a bit too fast. Maybe Grandad Dog can tow us home, suggests Granny Pig. I don't want him to, says Grandpa Pig. Will you two ever grow up? Says Granny Pig. Grandpa, say sorry to Grandad Dog, says Peppa. Grandad, say sorry to Grandpa Pig, says Danny. Finally, they both say sorry. Grandad Dog is Grandpa Pig's very best friend. Grandad Dog tows Grandpa Pig's boat home. The main thing is I won the race, Grandpa Pig says to Peppa. Grandpa Pig, cries Granny Pig. Silly Grandpa Pig. The end. Peppa Pig, the Boat Pond. Peppa and George have brought their toy boats to race on the pond.
Wow.
George's boat has to be wound up. The ducks come over to see Peppa and George.
Bonk, bonk.
Hello, ducks. May we use your pond to sail our boats? Asked Peppa. My boat doesn't wind up, says Peppa, looking for the winder on her boat. Your boat doesn't need winding up, Peppa, says Mummy Pig. It just needs a little help, says Daddy Pig, blowing Peppa's boat along. Here is Peppa's friend, Susie Sheep. Hello, everyone, she cries. I've got my speedboat. It has batteries to make it go. Woof! Here is Danny Dog with Grandad Dog.
Hooray!
My granddad made me this pedal boat. It's steam-powered, says Danny.
Wow.
Rebecca Rabbit arrives with her mummy. I wish I had a boat, she says. I've got an idea, says Daddy Pig, picking up his newspaper.
When I was a little piggy, I used to fold newspaper to make paper boats, says Daddy Pig, handing a boat to Rebecca.
Thank you, Mr. Pig,
says Rebecca, placing her paper boat on the pond. Now George wants a paper boat too. Daddy Pig makes paper boats for everyone. Let's race, says Mummy Pig. Ready, steady, blow! The boats speed across the pond. We have a winner, says Daddy Pig.
That's George's boat,
Says Peppa.
George is the winner.
Hooray! Everybody cheers.
I like paper boats the best,
Cries Peppa.
Me too,
Cry all the children. It's time to go home now. Everybody has had a great day.
Bye-bye, ducks,
Says Peppa. The ducks enjoyed the toy boats, but they like having their pond back too. The end. Peppa goes boating. Peppa and her family have come to the lake to go boating.
Boats, boats, get your boats here,
Calls Miss Rabbit.
I've got canoes,
Says Miss Rabbit. Says Daddy Pig. Paddling a canoe is hard work.
I've got sailing boats,
Says Miss Rabbit. Daddy Pig isn't sure. Sailing a sailing boat is a bit tricky.
Those pedalos look nice and relaxing,
Smiles Mummy Pig. Yes, agrees Daddy Pig. They've got a big paddle wheel to make them go. Daddy Pig, Mummy Pig, Peppa and George all climb onto a pedalo.
You have to pedal,
Miss Rabbit tells him.
enjoy your boat trip.
Off we go, shouts Daddy Pig. Peppa and George giggle. It's like a bicycle on the water. Emily Elephant and her family arrive.
Hello, Miss Rabbit,
Says Mr. Elephant.
we'd like a canoe, please.
Certainly, says Miss Rabbit. Ahoy there, Miss Rabbit! It's Danny Dog and his dad, Captain Dog. They want to go out in a sailing boat.
Aye, aye, Captain, Dad,
Says Danny Dog.
we're sailing,
Shouts Danny.
we're canoeing,
Shouts Emily.
we're pedaling.
Shouts Peppa. Poor Daddy Pig. Peddling a pedalo is a lot harder than it looks. It is time to stop for lunch. Mummy Pig passes around the sandwiches.
Here's some bread for you, Mrs. Duck,
Grins Peppa.
Bonk, bonk.
Mrs. Duck likes picnics. Everyone likes picnics. Miss Rabbit rings her bell.
Come in, boats 1, 2 and 3.
She calls up.
Your time is up. 1, 2 and 3,
Says Peppa.
that's us.
Let's see who can get back first, says Mummy Pig. We'll have a race. Everyone goes as fast as they can. I'm not sure I can pedal much faster, puffs Daddy Pig. Captain Dog is lucky. His boat has an engine.
We win.
Cries Danny. Captain Dog cheers. I'm not a sailor anymore, he says, but I do love boating on the lake.
Yes, says Peppa, we all love boating on the lake.
The end.
Hi kids,
Did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.